Hi, it's Richard here from the OPA Hub website with another in our occasional series discussing the capabilities of the Oracle Policy Automation Control Extension API. In this case, we'll be looking at how to create a custom options extension. First of all, let's set the scene. We have a very simple project here with 4 attributes: the country, the town level. The other, the Boolean, is really just so I can drive the interview towards a tangible goal for the purposes of our demonstration. It's really quite simple. In a given country, there are multiple towns. Each town has a level. So a large town might be level 1, a medium town level 2, and so on. In the interview, we're going to ask the user to provide their choice of country, and they're going to choose a level. If they choose level 2, for example, we're going to show them towns that have level 1 or level 2. If they choose level 3, we're going to show them towns from level 1, 2, and 3 combined. If they choose level 1 only, then of course they will see towns only of level 1. I appreciate that much of what I'm going to show you could be achieved using other means. However, the purpose of this video is to discuss a post about custom options extension in JavaScript. So you can replace my example with whatever business case you have a need for. And of course, in the comments to this video, in the description to this video, you will find a link to the relevant post where you can read all about it and even download an educational code example. Okay, let's go. I'm going to choose a country, and in this case I'm going to choose France, and I'll choose town level 1. You can see that it's proposing 2 large towns, Paris and Lyon. My debugger is open, and we'll talk about the contents of the debugger in just a moment. I go back and I choose level 2, which essentially means level 1 and level 2. Now I see the 2 main towns followed by a second level town. Let's switch over to Ireland, and I'll say I want Ireland all levels, and I have 4 towns. Back again, Ireland level 2. I have 3 towns. Ireland level 1, I only have 2. So these dynamic options, that I've called them, are based on the country and the level of town that you have selected. But the key being that selecting level 2 means 1 and 2, to give some element of intelligence or dynamicism to this. How does it work? Well, in this overly documented example, you will find the basic principle, and you can download this code and edit it and improve it yourself, because this is purely for education, or as we say, for demonstration purposes only. And first of all, in true JavaScript extension style, we have a control named with a property called name. So back in our interview, if I go back to the interview, and we look at the dynamic options here, you'll see that this control has dynamic options, and this is the name. So this is the control that is transformed by the JavaScript extension. So in the code, rather than create anything special, dynamic, or any kind of REST API, since we covered that in a previous example, I've simply created an array, and basically, based on your choice of country, the array of towns will contain Paris, Lyon, Bordeaux, Guingamp, or Dublin, Cork, Limerick, and Dundalk, each of them with their defined level. And because the options API requires an array of objects, we're going to flatten out our list and create a structure that is just essentially the town and the level. And we're going to specify that we want to display this as a radio button. And as you can see here, we have a filter function to filter the contents of our array based on the town level and the choice by the user. and we're going to dump all of this to the console for debugging purposes. Again, it means that as I choose a country, let's choose France again, and I choose a level, it's actually less than or equal to the level. So if I go back to my debug session and press next, now I have Paris, Lyon, Bordeaux, and Guingamp. The required level was 3. France is selected, and the filtered list of towns is shown along the bottom. If you want to find out how to make this example yourself and download the educational code example for improvement, just read the description and follow the link. This is Richard saying, see you soon.